Namaskar, good evening. You're watching Blueprint Explosive Exclusive. I'm Swati Joshi. Along with me is my colleague Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan. A massive war of words has erupted in the demolition drama that was witnessed in the Maximum City between Kangana Ranaut and the Shiv Sena Sarkar after a BMC team demolished a part of her office space, claiming that it was illegal.
Now remember that Kangana was earlier hounded and intimidated by the Shiv Sena for speaking her mind about the lapses in the Sushant case. Kangana has now directly taken on the Chief Minister, and her legal team is set to sue the BMC, which is led by the Shiv Sena, for trespassing.
उद्धव ठाकरे, तुझे क्या लगता है कि तूने फिल्म माफिया के साथ मिलके मेरा घर तोड़ के मुझसे बहुत बड़ा बदला लिया है? आज मेरा घर टूटा है, कल तेरा घमंड टूटेगा। ये वक्त का पहिया है, याद रखना, हमेशा एक जैसा नहीं रहता। और मुझे लगता है कि तुमने मुझ पे बहुत बड़ा एहसान किया है, क्योंकि मुझे पता तो था कि कश्मीरी पंडितों पे क्या बीती होगी। आज मैंने महसूस किया है, और आज मैं इस देश को वचन देती हूँ कि मैं सिर्फ अयोध्या पे ही नहीं, कश्मीर पे भी एक फिल्म बनाऊंगी और अपने देशवासियों को जगाऊंगी, क्योंकि मुझे पता था हमारे साथ होगा तो होगा, लेकिन मेरे साथ हुआ है, इसका कोई मतलब है, इसके कोई मायने हैं। और उद्धव ठाकरे, ये जो क्रूरता और ये जो आतंक है, अच्छा हुआ ये मेरे साथ हुआ, क्योंकि इसके कुछ मायने हैं। जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र।
All right, big breaking news now. Times Now has accessed an RTI document which completely exposes this demolition drama and proves that it was just vindictive action by the Sena. The RTI shows out of 52,154 complaints regarding illegal structures that have been filed with the BMC over the past 3 years, action has been taken in only 10% of these cases. Swati.
Absolutely. And and that is why the question is that why was the BMC in such a hurry to target Kangana Ranaut? Let's also go across to our executive editor, Vivek Narayan, joining us on the broadcast. Yes. Vivek, there is some data that we've accessed, some information through RTI, which reveals that several complaints have been received so far in the past 3 years, but the BMC chose to act only against Kangana Ranaut, many would say.
Exactly. Anyone who's lived in Mumbai, or every Mumbaiker for that matter, will tell you about how BMC works. But in this case, the alacrity shown by the BMC is amazing. As you mentioned, less than 10% of the cases in the last 10 years have been enacted. And in this case, as the RTI shows you very keenly, you can look at it. It speaks about Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai, removal of encroachment department, ward-wise complaint, total summary report. So it encapsulates what happened in the past 8 to 9 years. Well, this is what it shows. Let me just enlarge it, and it tells you about the total number of cases. Now, it's about 689 a month, and it totals to 52,174. Let me show that again for you. It is 52,174. So, as of last year, this time, there were 52,154 cases of encroachments. And how many did they demolish? More interestingly, only 5,481. This is a magic figure, Swati. This is the magic figure, Madhav. Of only 5,481. That is just about 10% of all the cases were acted on by the BMC. Amazing. And out of that, in less than 3 days, the BMC has the speed, alacrity, efficiency, call it whatever, to go ahead and demolish the Pali building.
Well, entirely surprising there, Vivek, that they chose to not just, of course, include Kangana in that 10%, but also just give her a day's notice and go ahead with that demolition. Of course, if the High Court had not intervened, one wonders what would have actually transpired there. But there's more breaking news coming, and the BMC has upped the ante. It has threatened to demolish part of the illegal structures in Kangana's house as well. So after the office, now it is Kangana's residence that is under the scanner of the BMC, all of which raises some very serious questions. Swati is with us as well. Swati, I want to quickly go across to you. And before I go across to you, in fact, let's go across to our reporters who are with us. So we have with us Siddhant as well as Arunil and Vajula is with us. We have with us Tamal and Priyank. Kajal also with us on the broadcast. All right, I'm coming to you first. Arunil, take us through exactly why this is so significant, because now it appears to be more than a coincidence. This is a clear pattern emerging here about the manner in which the BMC is targeting not just Kangana Ranaut's office, but also her residence.
Well, that is right. Clearly a vendetta being played out by the BMC, which is clearly acting as per the instructions from its bosses in the Shiv Sena. Shiv Sena is the party which manages the BMC, and after basically completely demolishing the office of Kangana Ranaut, giving only 24 hours of notice. Now we understand that BMC also finds several structures in her Khar residence also to be illegal, and they have moved, basically approached the court to demolish the illegal structures that the BMC feels are illegal in her Khar residence. Everything will depend on the court hearing tomorrow, because we saw how there was a stay that was ordered by the Bombay High Court, basically a rap on the knuckles of the BMC, who moved very swiftly and damaged the entire official residence of Kangana Ranaut. When I spoke to some of the Shiv Sena sources, they were basically saying that we have done what we wanted to do, basically heard Kangana Ranaut, who was making statements against the Shiv Sena as well as the Shiv Sena party supremo.
Quite clear, Arunil. And yes, the damage has been done. The court may have stayed the demolition as of now, but most of her office space has been demolished by the BMC. And it looks like of all the several complaints that the BMC has received so far, in which action is pending, they only seem to be going after Kangana Ranaut. We have some data here. And where was the alacrity of the BMC? This is being questioned based on the numbers that we've accessed through RTI reports. This is between July 2016 to July 2019. Complaints on illegal structures received till July 29 by the BMC is 94,851. This information was received after we asked a question, and RTI information reveals that the verified complaints so far is 52,154, of which complaints pending for cost recovery is 4,166. And as far as action is concerned, notices have been issued to 21,873. This is what the RTI tells us about the BMC's action. Demolitions arranged so far only in 6,108 cases. So imagine the number of complaints that they received versus action taken. Demolitions done so far only 5,461. So only in fact 10% of the cases that the BMC really acted on. Complaints closed 12,157. So while these cases still action is pending on them, the BMC is going after Kangana Ranaut. And Madam, it's very, very evident now. First, the statements that came in from the Shiv Sena leaders, the Aghadi leaders, to now the demolition drive.
Well, absolutely. There's a very clear pattern here. Let's quickly take this across to other reporters also who are with us. Tamal is with us at the office of Kangana Ranaut. Tamal, there's a very clear pattern that is now emerging that if you speak your mind, here the BMC will find a way to target you.
And that's exactly what the lawyer of Kangana Ranaut said while giving a soundbite to Times Now. He said that it seems like the entire demolition has happened at the behest of somebody's interest to further somebody's interest, and does smack of lot of vengeance. Now, yes, whether it's political vengeance, well, only time would say, and we are still waiting for Kangana Ranaut to address that. However, she has taken it all out against Uddhav Thackeray, the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Right behind me is the office premises of Kangana Ranaut, a portion of which has been demolished by BMC, as you rightly said, in less than 24 hours of notice, suggesting the response that Kangana Ranaut gave through her lawyer, that is Advocate Rizwan Siddiqui, has been rejected. That's the only explanation they have given, and thus they have carried forward with the demolition, even though there had been a restraint order from the court.
All right.
Now till tomorrow, 3 o'clock, they cannot carry forward. They can't even come close to this.
We also have Siddhant joining us on the broadcast. Siddhant, we just played out information of the data that we received between 2016 to 2019. There are a lot of cases in which action is pending, but the BMC at this point in time is only going after Kangana Ranaut. And all of this, remember, after war of words intensified between Kangana Ranaut and the Aghadi government.
Well, you see, Swati, there is no doubt in the fact that it was done intentionally, deliberately, especially the timing, because Mr. Ranawat has been questioning the Aghadi government, the Mumbai police as far as Sushant's case is concerned. She has been questioning the nepotism in Bollywood. So all these factors did work, and this is perhaps the reason that this morning her office was demolished. Now, based on my reports, I have done a lot of reports, not just in Mumbai, but in the entire MMR region, which includes Navi Mumbai, Thane, Mumbra, Vashi. There are a lot of illegal construction. If you talk only about Mumbai, more than 9,000 illegal constructions are on record. No action have ever been taken on those properties, those sites. But especially when it comes to Kangana Ranaut, then BMC shows the activeness which they should show every day on a daily basis.
That's really a big question. That's really the big question, Siddhant. Let me quickly bring in Kajal on this as well. Kajal, have you ever seen a case in which the BMC has acted with this kind of alacrity? Because there are several such illegal constructions across Mumbai. One is not saying that every wrong should not be punished. There has to be a procedure, but surely it cannot be with a 24-hour notice.
Last time the BMC saw some sort of action like this was when the BMC chief used to be a man called the Demolition Man, Khairnar. And after that, and this was sometime in the 80s, after that we have not seen any such alacrity in any of the BMC commissioners or any of the action taken by the BMC. In fact, ever since I have started reporting, I have actually seen building collapses happening because the BMC did not act on complaints of illegal structures made within the ground floor and first floor of the buildings that actually led to weakening of the structure, and several people have been killed because of these kind of lapses by the BMC, where they did not act, where they did not demolish illegal structures. Usually we have seen that where there is a possibility of some
that's very important, Kajal, because there's a very stark contrast here. There are buildings that collapse because the BMC does not act in time. In this case, without any adequate notice, many would say, here you have a situation, and of course also in violation of court orders because of COVID. They are not supposed to go ahead with this kind of demolition. The BMC has decided to go ahead and anyway demolish. Let's go right across to Swati. Swati, I believe you have some data regarding the demolitions itself.
Right. In fact, the question is this an attempt, the demolition drive, to crush dissent, to stop Kangana Ranaut from asking questions to the Aghadi government? Take a look at the data once again. This is between July 2016 to 2019, and this we've received through an RTI reply. So this is the official verified data. And what does this tell us? This tells us that official complaints that were received so far by the BMC was 52,154. But clearly no alacrity when it comes to these complaints that the BMC received, because action was taken only in 5,461, roughly around 10% of the cases where the BMC took any sort of action. But when it comes to Kangana Ranaut, since she has been asking some tough questions to the Aghadi government, in fact, she has been countering. She's been countering and hitting back at the Aghadi government. First, her office space was demolished, and now I believe they are also going after her residence. Madhav, we're getting some breaking inputs on the broadcast at this point in time.
Yes, in fact, that is very, very significant. In fact, let me take that across to Priyank. Priyank, very important here that the BMC is upping the ante as far as Kangana is concerned. Now, after her office space, they're going after her residence.
See, Madhav, certainly the BMC is, totally looking after every construction or which is property being owned by Kangana Ranaut. But time and again, we have seen the protocol which is being followed. We still need to get a version from the Kangana Ranaut that whether she had also put out an application before the court for this particular stay. Generally, what happens in these kind of demolition drive, that a particular area is being, focused by the civic authorities, and from one corner to another corner of that particular stretch of the road, they follow the same norms. And singly, or particularly targeting of one particular bungalow of this kind of individual, Kangana Ranaut, who has been talking openly against the government, is certainly a political thing, and this demolition drive is of political nature. We are standing outside the residence of Kangana Ranaut in this area, Madhav, but we have not seen any officials coming here so far. It is very much expected that they can also come here and serve another notice to her.
They filed a plea in the civil court is what we are being told, and let's once again listen into how Kangana really hit back at the Aghadi government, and she takes directly on the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Uddhav Thackeray.
उद्धव ठाकरे, तुझे क्या लगता है कि तूने फिल्म माफिया के साथ मिलके मेरा घर तोड़ के मुझसे बहुत बड़ा बदला लिया है? आज मेरा घर टूटा है, कल तेरा घमंड टूटेगा, ये वक्त का पहिया है, याद रखना, हमेशा एक जैसा नहीं रहता। और मुझे लगता है कि तुमने मुझ पर बहुत बड़ा एहसान किया है, क्योंकि मुझे पता तो था कि कश्मीरी पंडितों पे क्या बीती होगी। आज मैंने महसूस किया है, और आज मैं इस देश को वचन देती हूँ कि मैं सिर्फ अयोध्या पे ही नहीं, कश्मीर पे भी एक फिल्म बनाऊंगी और अपने देशवासियों को जगाऊंगी, क्योंकि मुझे पता था हमारे साथ होगा तो होगा, लेकिन मेरे साथ हुआ है, इसका कोई मतलब है, इसके कोई मायने हैं। और उद्धव ठाकरे, ये जो क्रूरता और ये जो आतंक है, अच्छा हुआ ये मेरे साथ हुआ, क्योंकि इसके कुछ मायने हैं। जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र।
All right, let's go across to Malvika Avinash of the BJP, who's joining us on the phone line. Malvika Avinash, this is very significant now because we have a situation where you have Kangana Ranaut being targeted, and her, not just her office, but her residence also, by the BMC.
Madhavji, this is shameful, to say the least. This is shameful that a government should use its state machinery to bring down an office belonging to a lady who simply spoke some truth. All she said was that there were people who were doing things that were illegal in the Mumbai filmdom. That's all she said. And for that, you get a bulldozer and raise down her building? Is that the only illegal construction in all of Mumbai? Come on, I think this is taking vendetta way too far, and all of it against a single woman.
Absolutely, it's taking vendetta too far. A person's residence being targeted after the home. Swati, that's what makes this entirely shocking. On one day, you come and you, in fact, paste a notice. The next day, the office is demolished, and then on the third day, you're talking about demolishing the residence. Where does this happen?
The government really cannot take any criticism. It's very clear, and they cannot stand Kangana Ranaut asking tough questions, and that's why they're going after her. This is clearly vendetta, and BMC was involved in it. Couldn't even wait for 24 hours for her to respond, and
Shocking.
they just go and demolish.
Rules and procedures have completely been demolished. What's demolished is not the office of Kangana Ranaut here, but rules, procedures. I'm sure the BMC has certain procedures which are laid down, which have to give adequate notice to a person before any demolition takes
But
place.
why weren't they following the rules and procedures when they received official complaints to the tune of 52,000? Only 5,000 demolitions were done. So where was the BMC, following the rules when they were receiving these complaints, Mother?
Absolutely. And as Kajal was telling us, there are several cases that we've seen where unsafe buildings have collapsed, people have lost their lives, but it's not those sorts of structures that are being targeted. One is not saying that if there are violations in Kangana Ranaut's office, that this building should remain. But the larger question that we're asking at this point of time is whether the alacrity shown by the BMC is going to raise some very serious questions about the intent, given the fact that it is the same Shiv Sena who Kangana Ranaut is targeting that rules the BMC. Let's quickly go across to our guests who are joining us. Priyanka Dev is with us. She's a digital journalist. Asif Bhamla is the president of the Bhamla Foundation, joining us on the broadcast. Sarah Shah Halim, activist, is with us, as is MC Abbas, political analyst. Tanvi Pruthi also with us on the show. Let me begin with you for Sarah Shah Halim and begin by asking you that the manner in which BMC went yesterday to the office of Kangana Ranaut today has carried out a demolition that the court had to intervene in, and tomorrow is talking about the residence of Kangana Ranaut. There's a very clear pattern here, that if you speak out against the government, you will be targeted.
See, I'll be very clear that Kangana was not given a 24 hours notice. She got a notice in 2018 by the BMC.
So what were they doing for 2 years? What were they doing for 2 years, ma'am? The timing is not surprising to you?
The BMC sent her a notice which she was supposed to be complying and sending a reply.
So why didn't they take any action for 2 years? Why is it now, on the day that she's coming back to Mumbai after targeting the BMC, that we decide to go ahead with the demolition? Surely something's wrong. That's why the High Court has intervened.
See, I am saying whatever has happened is unfortunate. It could have been averted. It could have been avoided had Kangana averted this and replied, to the BMC.
So on one hand, you waited for 2 long years. You waited for 2 long years for her response, Mr. Bhamla, and on the other hand, you could not even wait for 24 hours. Is it really about a response from Kangana Ranaut, or is it about the questions that she's been asking and clear-cut vendetta?
I want to ask whether this entire work, I mean, you saw it was a very fancily done entire office. Was it done in one day? Was it done in 1 month? It must have taken 1 year. What were the local Mahanagar Palika officers doing? Why did they not take action then if there were any violations? And now that they've not taken action, will the officers who were then who have not taken action, then will some action be taken against them? I am not in favor of Kangana when she talks on the Pakistan or POK. That's a different issue. But on issues, I mean, if the 351 is issued to anybody, there is a 15 days notice given, and there's
Right, Mr. Bhamla, stay on with us. We also have our viewers joining us on the broadcast, and let's connect with them. Let's listen into what the people of this country have to say. Dr. Munish Datta from Una is joining us on the broadcast. Good evening, sir. What are your thoughts?
Sir, good evening, sir. I am Dr. Munish Datta from Una.
Ji.
Himachal Pradesh, ma'am. I just wanted to inform you that Mr. Sanjay Rawat, in this year, 2020, he was supporting Free Kashmir. And Rahul Gandhi once said, India is like Syria. And Mr. Robert Water compared India with a banana republic.
Okay.
So, will they go and break his house also?
Okay, that's a question that perhaps the Shiv Sainiks will have to answer. But thanks so much for joining us with your views, Dr. Datta. Shrikant is with us from Bhubaneswar. Yes, Shrikant.
Well, since the Sushant Singh murder case, till this Kangana task that is happening in Maharashtra, it makes me think deeply why there is not a roar, a raised voice is rising why to have president rule in Maharashtra. There is total demolition. There is no law and order in that state.
Okay.
They are trying to cover somebody, very close to them.
Okay.
The Sena government is doing everything that is beyond law and order.
All right, Shrikanta ji. I think what you are saying at this point in time is something that many people believe in. We also have Anand joining us from Mumbai on the broadcast. Anand, good evening. Go ahead. What are your thoughts today?
Hi. Being a resident of Mumbai, I truly am embarrassed how the BMC has been functioning. Truly embarrassed that I actually voted for Shiv Sena, who's out against a woman. Number two, there are umpteen illegal constructions in Mumbai.
Absolutely.
Everybody knows about it. There are ministers whose houses are made on public grounds. Why isn't BMC taking action on them?
Absolutely. A very valid question you're raising. MC Abbas, if you've heard those questions, do you really have an answer to that? Illegal constructions crumble and people lose their lives. The BMC keeps sitting on those files. But here, swiftness, alacrity when it comes to Kangana Ranaut.
Well, first things first, Swati ji. There's a beautiful George Orwellian quote which I'd like to reproduce here. It says, all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than the others. Unfortunately, in this case for Kangana Ranaut, she happens to be the more equal here. Undoubtedly, I completely submit and agree with you that there are many buildings occupied by politicians as well. But the larger picture here is, let's look at it this graphically. What did Kangana do? She rubbed off the Thackeray government on the wrong side.
Nothing. She asked questions.
So one is not allowed to do that. So one should not be targeting the powers that be. One should keep quiet and submit to the government. That's what you're saying.
Absolutely not. No, sir. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, I'm just summarizing here. I'm no spokesperson of Shiv Sena. I'm a Bangalorean sitting here in south of India. I'm looking at
So
this.
what is the point you're making, sir?
You're justifying it.
So if you allow me, dear sir, kindly allow me. So the point I make here is, what did Kangana do? Kangana vilified Mahagadi government, vilified Mumbai police, and then she's got his plan not from...
So she should be expected to that all her house will be demolished, that her office will be demolished, she will not be given notice, she has to run to the courts and get relief. If you talk against the government, be prepared for all hell to break loose. That's how the citizen of this country should expect. MC Abbas, what kind of logic is this?
Allow me to complete. My friend Abbas, not only there are the highest death rates from the past 2 days in the Mumbai.
I think Mr. Abbas is justifying the government of Maharashtra unleashing their machinery like this upon Kangana Ranaut. But let me go across to our viewers. I believe a viewer is joining us from Dubai. Dr. Banerjee is with us on the broadcast. What are your views, Dr. Banerjee? Do you think this is vendetta?
I should congratulate Mr. Abbas for speaking something of this sort of national television. And I think Kangana has done a grave mistake. And the mistake is speaking on issues which should never have been spoken. Drugs. Why should somebody even know that some people are taking drugs? It is a grave mistake. She should not have done it. And Mr. Abbas, keep on vouching for people who are demolishing people's houses, no matter whatever be the cause. Because the more you do this, the more people know about what goes beneath and what cannot be seen.
Okay.
So congratulations to you and the entire team of people who are against Kangana and the people like Kangana who will unearth a lot of things which people across the globe do not know.
All right, Dr. Banerjee, thanks for joining us. We have with us Diwakar from Ahmedabad as well. Yes, Diwakar, please go ahead.
Yes, hello, sir. I'm calling from Ahmedabad. I mean, I have been watching Times Now since, I think, past 1.5 years. And, sir, it clearly says in the name of Shivaji, I'm a South Indian, but, I know a lot about Shivaji. And see the way, all we have seen from my childhood, Shiv Sena is acting like the same kind of goons Kangana is speaking about. She mentioned clearly that they are acting like goons, bunch of goons. They have gone to her office and then demolished the building.
First the threats. You're absolutely right. First the threats, then came in the warnings, the abuse, and then the
Threats
way
of
the BMC
physical
was
violence
unleashed.
even. Threats of the jaw being broken. Those are the sort of threats that were made as well by certain leaders. Let's quickly get in a word from Priyanka Dev as well on that. Priyanka Dev, this is a pattern that our viewers are calling in and particularly asking. All right, Priyanka, requested to stay on with us. We're going to slip into a quick break and come back to you with this discussion in just a few moments.
Welcome back. The Maharashtra government has been exposed completely. And Priyanka, they are not just the data that we are playing out here, but their own leader, Mr. Sharad Pawar, has questioned the BMC action against Kangana Ranaut.
Yeah, you know what? I used to live in the US when I was a kid, and on the plane when you were landing in Mumbai, that's my home city, I could make out the building that I stayed in. Today, there are so many illegal structures. As one of your guest viewers called in and said, everyone knows about it. There are so many illegal structures that have been built in Mumbai over the less than 10 years. You can't even make out where my house is. And I know that city inside out. So now it's no coincidence that her house and her office is being targeted, Kangana's house and residence. And I'll tell you why, because I was analyzing all the social media trends that are going on. Now, while the left lobby is pouring out support for Ria, there's absolutely no support for Kangana. For Ria, there are messages and posts all over social media.
Tanvi Pruthi, I want to bring in Tanvi on that. Tanvi, the fact is this, that, I will in fact slightly disagree with what Priyanka is saying, because I have seen some personalities, particularly Bollywood personalities, who were speaking out for Ria, have actually come out and said that what's happening to Kangana is wrong. So there's no question. It's not about ideology, it's not about parties, it's not about the government itself. But there are individuals who have come out and said that this is very clear targeting, that the action of the BMC is completely unwarranted.
See, Madhavi, I would say that there are two aspects of this issue. One is the political aspect and one is the legal aspect. Legal aspect, of course, we know that there was an issue served to her. She did not reply. The BMC acted on illegal construction. Now the matter is subsidized and Bombay High Court will tell us how to go about it.
What about procedure, ma'am? Are there procedures to be followed?
That's what now the Bombay High Court will tell us how to go about it, Madhavi, because now the matter is subsidized.
That court has stayed evictions and demolitions because COVID pandemic is going on in the country. So that very court has put a stay on demolitions and evictions.
Like Sharad Pawar ji,
we will see that. We can't really question as of now. That's what the BMC.
So you're saying that there's a court order where the BMC can go ahead and demolish and we can't question it.
Yeah, and also, in fact, I'll also make another point.
Can I come in?
No, let her finish, sir, and then you can come in.
Yeah, give me 30 seconds. As far as the political aspect of this entire scene is concerned, the thing is that ever since the tragic demise of Sushant Singh Rajput happened, there's been dirty politics on it from both the sides. And now nobody can defend whatever is happening.
But Kangana is not a politician.
I don't think two wrongs make a right in the first place. And secondly, Tanvi, the larger question is this, that Kangana Ranaut was able to approach the High Court. What if this happened to an Aam Aadmi? Do you expect them to have the resources to be able to run to the High Court when the houses are being demolished? Is this the way that the BMC is supposed to function? I really don't think so. And in fact, let me get in a quick...
One second. I think that's a very unnecessary charge on the BMC, considering that the BMC is a very responsible body and is working well in the COVID pandemic.
Which gives 24-hour notices, ma'am. Which gives 24-hour notices for demolition. I don't think I've ever heard of such a 24-hour demolition ever happening before.
We have to malign BMC.
It's not about maligning the BMC. When you ask... Why is
Ma'am,
it that you
simple
ask a question and you're being
Madhav.
accused of maligning somebody?
Are you really saying let the court decide? Now the matter is subsidized. Let the court decide how to proceed.
No, of course, the courts will decide it. But here, the action of the BMC. Are you saying, Tanvi Pradeep, we cannot question any action of a municipal corporation now? Are they above any kind of question in a democracy? One cannot ask questions of any government body by that logic.
Mr. Bhamla also wants to counter.
Give me 10 seconds.
I think she doesn't want to end only, just lower her phrases because she doesn't know what she's talking firstly. Now, let me apprehend that the statement given by Honorable the statement that Mr.
Tanvi, now please, we've given you enough time. Let him finish his point.
Phrases, she is unending.
No, sir, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I apprehend the statement. I apprehend the statement by Honorable Sharad Pawar ji. He is also the head of this government, and he's in such a composed manner. He has reciprocated this whole thing. I have seen Milind Devara's statement that is governance all about this? Is it about settling scores? And I mean, people like Dawood, Malia, Nirav Modi, we don't give this treatment to even elements like them.
You know, their own leaders are exposing them, and their own leaders are questioning their intent. We also have a viewer, sir. Yes, we also have a viewer. Anirban is joining us from Bengaluru. Good evening, Anirban. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hi. So I have been following Times Now and on this investigation of Sushant Singh Rajput from the very beginning. So the first thing is congratulations to Navika and the entire crew member of Times Now. So doing a wonderful job. Thank you. The second part is people like MC Abbas. There are people like Ravi Srivastava who comes and always defends things which is absolutely illogical for people to understand and even digest. Mr. MC Abbas is coming today and saying that he is giving a saying on this, but this is something which is irrelevant in the sense like people whose home office is getting demolished and saying that it is a non-issue and this is justified.
All right. Quick response from MC Abbas before we in fact move out of this particular debate. MC Abbas, your argument that home and office demolition is not relevant is illogical. That's the statement coming in from a viewer. Your response?
Well, I have utmost respect for the viewers of Times Now. In fact, I myself over the last 10 years have been a viewer of Times Now. Well respected, sir. It all lies in the eye of the beholder. What could be illogical to you could be logical to me. It's a democracy, sir. We have a freedom of speech, used so rightly, not absolute, of course. But nevertheless, the larger picture I'd like to make here, Madhav Saab, is that Aini just died 100 days. When Karni Sena, the ones who wanted to chop off Deepika Padukone's nose during Padmavat, who were not trying to release, here politically they are swung in for yet another episode. Trust me, these are all political games.
Questions we are asking right now are of the BMC. Your point as far as Karni Sena, perhaps that you have every right to raise that issue. But the matter of discussion over here is the demolition, and that's really the point that we're making at this point of time. I'd like to ask